Hello everyone, welcome back to my Let's Play of Crystal Project. We just got our 5th crystal, I believe, and defeated a fancy Quintar. So we are gonna head back that way right after I heal my party. Huh. Is that a fancy Quintar eye? What a rare eyeball! You should go and take it to the Quintar enthusiast in the rolling Quintar fields right now. I mean, I will. But let me heal up first. I have a dead party member and guys that are very hurt. Also, let me see. What did I equip you with? Silver Rapier. Okay. And since I have a Quintar pass, Quintars, they're like chocobos, but scaly. Some easy XP. I can take it inside. Stay there, wait patiently. Oh look, you have a Quintar eyeball. Fancy. Mother of all that is holy Quintar mother, where did you find such a spectacular specimen? Never have I laid eyes on such an eyeball. It is decided. You are a true Quintar enthusiast. It is time you receive the true Quintar enthusiast metaphorical badge of honor. And we got a Quintar flute. Use this Quintar flute anytime to summon a Quintar to your side. Equip the Quintar flute to your favorites menu, and you'll be an expert rider in no time. So, now we can summon a Quintar anywhere, anytime. Well, probably not anytime, but anywhere. Oh, cool. I figured there would have been at least some limitations. Okay. Go ahead and dismount the Quintar, and then I need to head up to here, and then hey, I got a red one. This now I should be able to jump across the other side. Explore more of the town. Finally get that lost penguin. I can. Okay. So much more to explore. I can actually fill out the map now. Okay. Can't jump very high, but it can jump far. Oh my. Well, that downright startled me. Is everything okay in there? No worries, dear. False alarm. Please resume work. Righto. Gender change facility. What do you do? Unhappy with your chosen gender? We will change it for you. Speak with the gender changer if this is something you would like. Each gender affects your attributes differently. Although the difference is minimal, some folks can be picky about that. That's an oddly specific question, but sort of. If you ever change your gender here at least once, I missed that. You'll be able to change gender again, free for a lifetime. Okay. Head back up. Yeah, if it was only that easy in real life. Oh, I can't get up on that roof. Advanced concepts. Defense versus resistance. It can be tricky to tell whether an ability will consider the target's defense or resistance when calculating damage. The rules are as follows. If an ability is a basic attack, a weapon skill, or a weapon type skill, for example dagger skill, then damage it deals will consider the target's defense. If an ability is magic, that is, the ability has magic in its description, then damage it deals will consider the target's resistance. Yeah, okay, so basically Pokemon rules. Special, regular, and special stats. Okay. If an ability is neither a weapon skill nor magic, for example, Chi Burst, then damage it deals will ignore the target's defense resistance entirely. If an ability is a healing ability, then it will ignore the target's defense resistance regardless of whether the ability is physical or magical. There are some exceptions to the rules, but some exceptions are always listed in the ability's description. When you equip so much variance that it exceeds 100%, you start dealing negative damage. The answer is no, actually. You can only go as low as 0 damage, but you'll have no limit to how high you can go. This means once you start getting your variance up past 100%, it becomes more optimal. There are several different categories of damage. Physical damage, magical damage, and healing. When a status effect, passive, or piece of equipment increases or decreases a specific category of damage, it might pay off to understand explicitly which abilities are affected. Physical damage refers to damage, not healing. dealt by any ability that is a basic attack or weapon skill, or weapon type skill, for example, dagger skill. Magical damage refers to damage, not healing, dealt by any ability that is magic. That is, the ability has magic in its description. Healing refers to healing given by an ability that heals, regardless of whether that ability is physical or magical. Damage refers to damage dealt by any ability that is not a healing ability, regardless of whether it is physical or magical. Damage healing refers to all damage or healing of any kind. Each party member has their own crit chance and crit damage stats. These stats only apply to physical abilities. If a physical ability has its own crit chance or crit damage stats, they stack additively with the user's own crit chance and crit damage. If a non-physical attack has its own crit damage or crit damage stats, then those are the final values, and they will not be changed by the user's own crit chance and crit damage. When a piece of equipment provides crit damage bonus, this amount is flat damage added to any attack that lands as a crit. This bonus damage does not take into account your crit damage percent, but it is also not reduced by target's defense. For example, let's say you have a crit damage percent of 50 and crit damage bonus of 25, and you land a crit using an attack that deals 100 damage. First, the crit damage bonus, your attack will deal 150 damage. This will be reduced by the target's defense, perhaps down to something like 110, and then your crit damage bonus will be added to it, resulting in 135. This final result, however, will take into account things like increased or reduced physical damage due to status effects. Okay. Crit resist. Crit resist reduces the amount of damage taken from attacks that land as critical hits. The amount of damage reduced is equal to a percent of the difference between normal hit and critical hit. For example, if an attack would do 100 damage normally and 200 damage as a critical hit, having 50% crit resistance would reduce the amount of crit damage taken from the stack to 150. Having 100% crit resistance essentially makes critical hits hurt just like normal hits. Okay. When an enemy is charging an attack or an ability, you can see what they're charging and how much damage it'll do via the order window. Okay, that I didn't know. Access the order window by command. If you have a specific ability highlighted while accessing the order window, it'll slot the ability into the list to show you exactly when the ability will be executed. There are several statuses and passives which have the effect of granting either guaranteed hits or guaranteed misses. You should know that if an attack is somehow both guaranteed to hit and guaranteed to miss at the same time, the guaranteed miss will take priority and the attack will not hit. Also, the same rule applies to calculating crit and crit immunity. That is, if Craftwork Axe. Okay. Every time I gotta go back up to the Gaia Tower. Okay. Nope, I can't get up there yet, but get up over here. Oh, I was already here. Okay, you're not a lost penguin. Or maybe you were. Craftwork helm. Okay. Get a Craighorn, I'll trade you a SOJ if you give it to me. Oh, here's another way into the... And... bunny jump. I don't think there was anything more I could do in this, even with a Quintar. I think it was just to get some silver. Okay. Yeah. I think I've gotten everything I can do there for now. Later, go to jail. Okay, where is this? While exploring the sewers, you may come across a boy asking 3 questions. Okay. Yeah, I am kind of using a guide now, so. Only if I get stuck, though. Okay, so apparently there's a boy down here somewhere? Oh, oh, there's a person. Boomer Society. Okay, here he is. Okay. What are cooties? Cooties are gross. Lit. Best kind of flower. It's blue. And overalls. That's correct. Welcome back, official member of the Boomer Society. Okay. Narco Beast. Ow. I mean, rude. may have to... There we go. So can I can't. Okay. One platinum. I assume that's platinum, or maybe it's a silver. Okay, where do I go from here? Don't think a Quintar can jump that far. I can jump up here, but I can't jump much farther. Ah, okay. Tricky dicky. Another tincture pouch. Up. Failure. Oh. I swear my timing is so off. Oh, I don't need to go the other way. I need to go this way. Okay. No music here. There we go. Your name does not define you. Like a new name? Ah. Name changer. Welcome, my lad. Have you received your allowance? Hey! 10 copper. Shall I recite some pages? Land of Securia is to be governed by a sole Grand Master. The Grand Master decides everything, the law, the projects, and more. Most importantly, a Grand Master decides what constitutes a banish. The first Grand Master was elected many generations ago. At the time the land of Securia was conceived. Subsequent Grand Master are not elected, but rather they are created when an incumbent Grand Master retires. The role is bestowed upon the citizen responsible for retiring the previous Grand Master. When an incumbent Grand Master is retired, they are banished instantly regardless of law or rule. To be killed in the land of Sequoia is not such a terrible punishment. However, to be banished is a far worse fate. Far worse. None can confirm what awaits in the afterlife of a banishing, and it is in each citizen's own best interest never to find out. To not be banished is the utmost importance in the land of Sequoia. Okay. Okay, so I guess I'm either up here or somewhere over here. Because I went a long ways. I think it was like started here and then went somewhere. But I will call it here. And I will see you all in the next episode.